Hello everybody, my name is DeathCharge22182. Welcome back to Death Charge Gaming, guys. Now today we are going to be doing some 1999 Warframe shenanigans. We are going to be doing the calendar because there is only about 5 hours left. And we want to do all of this. We have 3 pages that we need to do. And when we do those, we can get special rewards, such as Endo, being able to level up cards or mods. There's also adapters that you can use on characters. You can also get special things like Omniforma, which I explained in one of my previous Warframe videos, that when you use an Omniforma, well, I talked about formas before, where things such as these you can use to match the symbol on your cards in the top right of your cards, and then it reduces your capacity, so you can like level them up and then max them out, making them deal a lot more damage. But the Omni one makes it so you don't have to do a specific symbol. The Omni one makes it so it could be compatible with any polarity, which means that this Omni one is actually the best one you can possibly get. So if you are in 1999, please go do those. And recently, I unlocked Rhino Prime. I've been wanting to get Rhino Prime for a while, but I bought the wrong pack a long time ago, and then I had to wait until I get the final piece to build him, and I finally built him. I also put a different ability on him. Instead of using his Rhino Charge, I put Pillage, where I can take shields and armor of nearby enemies and give it to myself. And it also gets rid of the bad effects. I did the same ability with my priest character Haro, just because I feel like it's better. But right now we need to go kill the Skuldra. I'm not going to be doing these duet chances right now. I'm trying to focus on getting the. I guess this is like a 1999 battle pass, I guess, because you can get rewards. So I guess it's like a battle pass. I'll be trying to get through that. So first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to go back into. I'm gonna be using
proper turn. Let her rip.
But I'll be using Site 09 for this portion, where I need to kill the enemies with abilities.
I used to love the old myths about mortals getting out with gods and monsters.
Yeah, I need to kill enemies with abilities, then we have to come back and then select one of these buffs. And then after selecting one of these buffs, we can get a reward and move on to the second page, and then we have to destroy containers, do a couple more things, and then kill enemies with abilities. The killing enemies with abilities, Rhino doesn't really have abilities other than his Rhino Charge, which is kind of a downer. But Rhino is also a tank character. And Rhino is really easy to get early on. I forget which planet he can be tamed from. I think it might be Mercury. Please don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. Alright. Easy as pie. Got that done. Now we just have to complete the mission. One thing I do like about Rhino that I haven't played in a while is he has the Roar ability. And what the Roar ability does is it makes it so you deal more damage and he can give it to allies as well. There are certain builds that you can do and put his ability on other characters to make your teammates do more damage.
Pull up, clean up, ride out.
One thing I do like about this Site 09 character is with his ability to highlight enemy weak points, it makes it real easy to hit their weak points. But you can also, it gives your weapons that have bullets punch through, so it can actually shoot through walls. He's one of the only characters where you can actually be allowed to shoot through walls.
Find fervent charges.
So he can not only highlight enemy weak points, he can shoot through walls. He has any status that you currently need for an enemy weakness on him. He is a really overpowered character.
Hey, never knew I hit him.
And if you ever get in trouble with this character, Site 09, all you have to do is go invisible, shoot enemies, and as you shoot enemies while you're invisible, if you hit their weak points, it increases the duration of your invisibility. And besides it increasing the duration, it also heals you. Site 09 can be a support character, but I use him. I can use him for both survivability and DPS, which is pretty nice. I have no idea where the second key is. I hear it. Oh, there it is. Site 09, Rhino, if you're in a clan or a dojo, I highly recommend you get Wukong.
And the extremely pissed off bad guys.
Kong is a really good highly recommended character as well, because he can summon his twin.
Soul and soldier will not be in vain. A place has surely been prepared for you in the Hall of Heroes.
How dare they blame us? We will not be their scapegoats.
I might play Wukong just to show you guys how he plays, since he's an easier frame to get. And I think that his twin counts as an ability, so if his twin's dealing damage, then it would count for what we need to do today. This build that I have on this LMG is pretty good. I take it into Steel Path sometimes, and Steel Path is a harder game mode. It's basically like Warframe, but the enemies are at least level 100. But it also increases your mod drop chance and your resources. You get more resources. So if you ever are done with the normal star chart in Warframe, I recommend going to Steel Path or attempting to do Steel Path. You know, start off small. Do the missions that you think you can do, like ones that aren't defense or like time based. You want to like do exterminate ones first and see how you can do. See, and as I shoot these guys, I'm healing. I got him before he hit the ground. Pretty good. Once you know the enemy's weak points, sometimes you don't even need to highlight them. I just like using the highlight ability, and it doesn't matter if they're orange like this or not. Like, for example, if I put this, like, in this direction, way over here, facing the opposite way, and let's say I go all the way over here, I could do this. I could still shoot him through the wall, even though he's not highlighted. So the ability, his first ability is still active. As long as his ability is active, you can shoot through the wall. He doesn't have to be highlighted. So Site 09, a really good character.
That's the last of them.
Next up I'll be showing Wukong. Because I think his abilities we can use for what we need to do. I'm gonna check my couple spots. Nothing here except this little ball thing. And yep, up here we got cereal. Everyone loves cereal. Alright, now we can choose our reward. I think ability strength is pretty good. We are going to get... This is also where you can get arcane adapters to deal more damage to weapons. Right now I do need an Exilis one, so I'm going to take that. Destroy containers, and then it will be Letty's birthday, so we can message her and build a friendship. And then after that, it's abilities. So right now, we're going to destroy containers, which is pretty good. I am going to go to Wukong. I have Wukong Prime. I'm going to show you guys real quick. Wukong, you can actually get in the... I'll actually do it from the dojo. Well, I'll have to show you guys where to get it in the dojo, and then my guild is my clan is Nubs of Suburbia. If you guys ever want to join, you're more than welcome to. I'm gonna show you. This is kind of where you spawn in. It's more of a decorative place. But if you press down on your D-pad, you can open up your like Hot Wheel, and you can go to different things such as trading posts, vaults, research labs, or you can set up shop to trade with people. Um, or you can go to the dry dock, start your missions from there. I'm gonna go to research labs. And then I forget which research lab it is. I believe it might be the Tenno lab or the energy lab. We'll try Tenno first. In the Tenno lab, you can get Banshee. I have not played Banshee. You can also get Neza. I have not really played her either. Volt is a good character. More of an electricity person. But you can also get this, Wukong research from here. You need the systems, neuroptics, and the chassis to build a complete character. You have to build the parts individually if they're a prime character and a normal character. You do have to build the parts. It does take real life hours. However, while you're waiting for those real life hours, you can go do something else. That's the whole point of it being so long, is that it will you can go do something else. You don't have to worry about, getting a character and then, you want to, I mean, you can rush the character if you have the premium currency, which is known as platinum at the top. You can trade other players for platinum, trade items for platinum. Uh, but Wukong's abilities are he has a twin. So as the twin comes out, if you use the gun, he'll use your melee. If you use your melee, he'll use your gun, your most recent gun that's equipped. So if you have your secondary equipped and then melee, he'll use your secondary. If you have your primary equipped and then melee, he'll use your primary. Or if you're using your guns, he'll use your melee. So his secondary ability is Cloud Walker, where he can evaporate into a cloud that flies pretty much, and it heals him and his twin. Defy, you become invulnerable and defy enemies to attack. All damage is captured and stored and dealt back in a single furious strike of Wukong's staff. Um, and then the last ability is you can actually summon his staff and use it. Staff is right here. I have not really used his staff. I don't use his staff. I don't know why. For me, it's just not good. Um, then again, I haven't really played him in a while, so I don't really know how I should build. I haven't played him in so long, I haven't even put arcanes on him. That's how long it's been. And that is completely tragic. So right now I'm going to be using Molt Augment, where you can, on kill, you increase your strength up even more. And then I'm also going to be using, which will increase I believe it will increase the strength of my twin. And I may use this one. I don't know if it will work, because attacks from summoned minions increase ability strength by 6%. This may work with his twin, this may not work with his twin. I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. One thing I am gonna do though, well, let me see which one this is on actually. Okay, I do have another build for him, but it's worse. I'm gonna be swapping out his ultimate ability with his staff in order to actually, let me think. Oh, I have to go back over there. Let me think. I do like the invulnerability where you can hit it back with a staff. Now, I was thinking about swapping out his staff for more damage, for getting the roar on him, so he can do the roar and deal more damage. But I don't know if getting rid of the staff will make it so this defy ability is like not there. I mean, there's only one way to find out, really. Excuse me. She wants babies, confirmed. I'm going to put on, where's Roar? Yeah. I'll be trying to put Roar on him. We need 37% calx and 77 bile. So where is calx? You're gonna feed him different resources. And then we need 77 bile. Let's see, what can we feed him? Very good. Alright, we are going to put this on... Let me think. Vulnerability time 2 seconds, damage multiplier 4 times. I want to see, there's only really one way to test it if I replace that. So we'll just do it on his first one. And what's really cool about having 3 configurations is if you don't want to replace his ability, you don't have to. But if you do, I'll show you guys something really cool. What's really cool is now that I've infused him, if I go to the upgrade part and see how his first ability, or his fourth ability is now Roar, if I go to this, the second configuration, where you can like do another build, it goes back to normal. So you can technically have like you can swap out like 3 of his different abilities with each of these, and if you also want to remove it, you can. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We need to go do some missions. So right now we're going to go destroy stuff.
Scoldra Purge Squad just moved into the area.
Since we need to destroy containers, I am going to pull out my big
You're
gun.
vested in civilians alike.
But watch, his
House
first
of
ability,
we return the favor.
literally a
I'm
twin.
talking total.
And the twin will have triple the amount of health and stuff that you do, I believe. Let me confirm that. Yeah, health, if you look at the bottom, health multiplier times 4. And also, a really good thing about Wukong is after taking fatal damage, you automatically use one of your extra lives, and you have 3 extra lives on top of your normal amount of lives that you have. You usually have like 3 or 4 lives, but with Wukong, you can have up to between 6 and 7. So it's really broken. He is really broken. 100%. The good thing about this, about 1999, is the seasons seem to be weekly. So it'll be winter for a week, and then once those 5 hours are up, it will go to the next season, which I don't know if the season goes off of real life seasons or if it's just like random. It'll be like a random order. I'm assuming they'll do it in order. So I think the next one will be spring, and then it'll be summer again, and then it'll go to fall. But we'll see which order that they choose it in. I'll let my twin kind of take care of them while I destroy containers. I should have brought another thing. That would have been really useful. But with the Roar ability, my twin will get 35 seconds of just pure chaos and damage. If we can't destroy 150 containers in this one, we might have to do this again. I have no idea.
One of Scaldra's secret stashes. Use the Furbon charges to melt the rocks and get inside. But I gotta tell you, they will
Oh, that
not
goes
be
underground.
happy
Okay,
about
so
it
we're
if
not
you
supposed to go over there just yet. I don't want to go underground. I want to destroy containers as our objective. Well, our challenge objective, I should say. It's not our main objective. Our main objective is just to murder people. I am going to be starting a survival series pretty soon, which will be really fun, and I hope you guys will be able to watch and see some gameplay of that pretty soon. So keep an eye out for that within the next future videos. One thing that I do hope at some point that they do is we're able to have this space gun, this heavy space gun here that I'm holding. But what I really wanted was for them to put in the space melee, the arc melee weapons, so you can just run around with these giant fists and just start punching people. Unless I find both keys, I'm not worried about the secondary objective that I'm over here. Once I find both of these keys, I'm not too worried about it. Oh, I probably took my thing back to normal. Oh, that sucks. My gun was almost up anyway. Looking for things to shoot or melee. Ooh, we got beer, chat. Let's go. Everyone loves beer. Unless you don't love beer. I don't like beer. Makes you have to go to the bathroom a lot. That's fine. Supply cache lost. I'm not worried about the supply cache.
It's okay.
Also, with this LMG,
Make do.
if I shoot and then watch it as I reload, there'll be a little timer, a timed window. That little double line gap, if you reload again at that little double line gap with this specific weapon, which is the recon effects, your magazine will now have fire bullets on it. And that's its unique trait, is that it will gain fire bullets. So no matter what, you'll have a fire status effect on enemies that will burn them over time. So if you ever want a good LMG, I highly recommend this one. And you also get this one from Warframe 1999. But you don't have to complete Steel Path or anything to do 1999, so I recommend this before you going into Steel Path, just because it's such a good weapon. So like I recommend that once you do this, if you're not in Steel Path already, you grab it, pick it up, do Steel Path with it, or at least it will help with Steel Path. We got more magic points. I also am still trying to, I apologize if my videos are ever quiet, like I'm quiet compared to the gameplay. I'm still trying to figure out different settings for it. I may just have to turn down, I may just have to turn down the audio in-game when I'm gonna do recordings and stuff. Oh, okay, so the ability does work. The staff ability. I was curious if it would still work or not. Looking for containers. What do you do in step containers? I got 38 seconds before I can activate my ultimate again. Or not my ultimate, I guess my ultimate gun, I should say. Even though it's not my most powerful gun, it's still a decent gun. trying to think of another area that has really good containers. And I'm kind of unsure of where another good spot would be. If we can at least get 50, then this may take like 3 missions, which isn't that bad. We're doing it pretty quickly.
Last of them. Time's gonna help.
I don't know if those. No, these don't count as containers. I thought they might have. They do not. Well, plus going around doing the containers also gives you an opportunity to see if there's any items you can pick up for standing for your Hex faction, which is the Warframe 1999 faction. So it's kind of a win-win, I suppose. I think there is more containers inside the mall rather than compared to outside the mall. So we may just switch over to doing tech rot instead. I mean, we're still doing pretty good here. I feel pretty good about this. Slowly working our way to the exit, but still getting everything. We're trying to. And we found a pizza. Cold Arctic pizza, because right now it's winter time and it's probably been out for months and no one's cared. And now we're gonna eat it when we get back because we're freaks. If you don't like cold pizza, then you're a freak. Confirmed. Alright, that was pretty good. We also got a potency mod for the Coda stuff that I mentioned in another previous video. Nice. In the next video, I am going to change my audio settings, and I might lower the gameplay volume down by 50%, just to see if it helps out. I have no idea if it will or not. We are going to do... I guess we could still do another Skuldra one. Skuldra I'm not too worried about, because we're going to have to do those anyway for killing enemies with abilities. But I think the enemies with abilities one, we're going to be doing Tech Rot, and we're going to be trying to do a survival in the Tech Rot.
What do you think? Time for a push of our own?
Pull out my big gun, summon my twin, and then we will just kind of try to destroy containers as we go. We don't even need to really pick up what's in the containers as long as we destroy them. The containers can just be kind of random. Over here stuttering. It could be at random places, really, so we'll just kind of run around. Run around, try to destroy containers. If we find enemies, we find them. If we don't, we don't. Hiya, fight me. Alright, so that's the way forward. So we want to... already destroyed those, that's cool. I have no idea if this is the way forward. I'm not going to focus on opening lockers really either. I'm just going to try to do the
Just pinged
containers.
one of Scaldo's secret stashes. Use the fervon charges to melt the rocks and get inside.
I'm not doing containers, or I'm not doing
Not be happy about it if you do.
the charges for the secondary objective where you open the cache and get the arcane. Once I find it, if I find the keys, I find the keys. That's just how it is at this point. Although maybe in another future video I might do like a dedicated grind to finding those. But I can't really pick up the key as long as I have my heavy weapon, and if I get rid of my heavy weapon, I have to wait about... the more ammo you spend with your heavy weapon, the more you have to wait for cooldown, which is this. It's an arc gun deployer, and this is the arc gun, or one of them. The reason why I chose this one is because it's always explosive, so I can just hit enemies through walls with it. Like, it does such a big explosion. I mean, technically I could if I, like, grab this. Alright, how get up there, doing me? Do me how get up there, yeah. I don't know where the second one is, I'm not worried about it, unless I find it. It is a small area though. I might be able to find it. Even though I said I wasn't going to, I might. No, it's a locker. It'll have a distinct hum to it. There it is. And also, I just realized if you carry it as your little dude, it makes it so much easier. Sweet.
Hitters are now on the way.
Stormfall, deploy. Give Our Lady Lua something to weep over tonight.
I always try to aim at, like, corners and stuff whenever I use this if I'm opening containers, because usually containers are in corners. So... containers can be like hidden sometimes. Just really depends. Also gonna grab this. Also gonna kill this guy because he's annoying. Also gonna kill this guy because he's annoying. Alright, I came from this way. I hope when I do the survival series later on that you guys will have a lot of fun with it. I'm excited for it. I have played the game. I played the second one a few times. The first game we've only finished once, so I'm excited to do that again and, you know, share the experience with you guys. That might be the way forward, so I don't know if I want to go over there. Come on. There we go.
Why do you find it so difficult to get rid of these slugs? Throw more troops at them. Shall I write it on your hand?
Yeah, we may have to do 3 missions.
It looks like it's gonna be the big guns.
The big guns! Oh no, not the big guns. The big guns are dead. Don't summon more big guns. Don't do that. How dare you? How dare. And this is what Cloudwalker does. I believe it's a second ability. Oh, wait. The second ability allows you to turn into a cloud and literally fly. Really broken and overpowered. Okay, if that's the way forward, I want to go over here. I want to destroy some containers. These filthy, rotten containers. And this guy. And his friend named Steve. Oh, I see. Yeah, this is gonna be a dead end, but containers. Sometimes when you do destroy things, there'll be a hole in the ground, and occasionally, if you ever see a blue vault over here, and you're wondering like where it is, depending on like if it's the season or if the tile set is right, there will be an explosion that you can do around here, and sometimes the key will actually be down here. That's not the key, that's ammunition. I believe it's primary ammunition. But there'll be a little blue key right here that you can pick up and take it to the vault that you need. Or the little safe that you want to open. If it's around this area. And the safe will usually get you like an arcade or something. It'll has a certain they have certain, I guess, loopholes to them. So it really just depends on what the loophole is for the safe. I don't know exactly what it is. It could be random. Or I should say it could be random to this area. Rather. I wonder if I can... Okay, so you can kind of go invulnerable with them. Oh my word, we still have 60 enemies to kill and a whole mall basement to explore. That's pretty good. Maybe we will only need 2 missions, who knows? He's going to be annoying, but they're going to be annoying if I don't kill them, because the marker isn't going to go forward. Whether the marker goes forward or not, I'm going to still do what we came here for. Destroy these. That's a dead end. Some loot. We love loot chat. We're loot goblins. Chat is loot goblin, confirmed. Alright, you got me. It's a dead end. Haha, very funny. So funny. So funny, Mr. Mall. But down here. Haha, I knew it. It's a rat. How about in here? Is there anything special? Some more containers destroyed. Alright, I'm out. Gotta go back to normal. Ooh, we got a CD. That's pretty good. This guy's being a pain. That's not very good. I highly doubt that we're going to be able to get, what, 50, not 50, a couple more containers. I mean, we might, if we're lucky. I will destroy every container I see. Whether it be truck containers, whether it be those. I think I can blow this up, can't I? Yeah. There we go. Blow that up. More here. Secret container. Secret container. Rocket launcher. Rocket launcher. Dang. Rocket launcher doesn't even hurt these guys. Or like broke his shield. Oh, I missed my window. But watch, see how I don't have bullets in my bottom right corner? They're like white bullets that are normal. If I do this, now they're fire bullets. You just gotta reload at the perfect time. They turn into flaming bullets. Pretty cool. You need to kill them, otherwise the marker won't update. But they also led me to stuff to destroy, so it's a win-win. Have I been over here? I feel like I've been over here. No, because that would have destroyed that. Let's go. Alright, we just need a couple more. Another one. Another one. Container, 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 container. These little things count as containers. Sometimes. Container, container, container. Bad man, shoot the bad man. Alright. Containers, no. More magic points, nice. Not focused on points though, focused on containers. What? They're hiding from me. From everyone. They don't want to be found. Am I able to use my big gun? I am. So watch, if I put my gun away after a few bullets, it takes 7 seconds rather than 5 minutes. And there's an item over here. We got film. Now we can record our movies. We need one more person.
That's the last of them.
We also need...
Time to come home.
how many more containers? 4 containers. We can get 4 containers on the way to the exit, right guys? Gotta be 4 containers. It has to be. My twin is gonna die soon if I don't do the Cloud Walker. I'm stuck. I got stuck. Space 7. Is there not... We may need to go back and see if we can find containers. Those don't count as containers. Been in here. Is there anything on like the rooftops maybe that I could destroy? Sometimes there are things up on the roof. I don't know why. I may just have to cloud walk for a moment or two to see if I can find something. Is there anything that moves? There's a locker. Seems like we may have gotten everything, which is unfortunate. I mean, I'll still shoot around a little bit just in case. Randomly hit a miracle. This exploded. I don't think I was... Oh, he came out of this building. Anything in here? Any seeky secrets you want to share? No, that can't be everything, can it? Alright. Well, that is unfortunate. What around here? Anything? Hey, we did it! Alright, I knew there was more containers. That's fantastic. That's a dead end. We need to go the other way. Let me out! Let me out! I'm using Cloud Walker to move really fast. Alrighty, well that is going to do that. That is going to be it for now. Hopefully, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like, make sure to comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye.